Welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining us. This is Gondola Island's map. We are going to have a naming competition, so please leave your naming suggestions for our new city build in the comments below, and I will run a poll and we will vote on the most popular to name our city. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you to all of my subscribers who participated in the poll. We have chose Gondola Islands as our next city build. I am very excited about this build. As you can see, 25 tiles on the PS5. Excited to have more than 9. It does warn that the PS5 can't handle 25 tiles and it will reduce performance, but we'll worry about that towards the end of this series. We are going to be building on all 25 of these tiles in this series. These are the Gondola Islands. This is the map from Plazas and Promenades that you picked during our poll. As you can see, oil and ore, we've got about 25%. Those finite resources won't last forever. But as far as forestry and farmland, we've got enough to work with. Water, we have a lot of water. There's only 34% suitable area for building. So this episode, this series, we'll have a lot of fill coming into play. We will have to do a lot of terraforming and filling in a lot of this water to get our city bigger as well. We have all the connections that are needed. Let's go ahead and get right into it and go to our map. We are going to be using 25 tiles unlockable. We will not be using any of the cheats. And right there was a warning from PlayStation, don't use 25 tiles. So coming right into our map, the first thing we want to do is hit the L3 trigger to pause time. Then we want to go ahead and go to our options and change a whole bunch of things. We'll be right back. And there we are. We just turned off the chirper messages and the tips and changed the ambient volume and a couple other things. So coming right into our city, we have one tile unlocked. We are not using any kind of cheats, so this is all we have to build on. So the first thing that you want to do whenever starting a new city is check out the terrain. See where you have low spots, see where you have high spots, see where you want to build. And then take a look and think about it and try and kind of plan out something on what you have going. Early in the game, you're not going to have enough money to do any terraforming, so you need to figure out a flat spot. So after some careful consideration, I think that we are going to do something kind of interesting, and we are going to build our neighborhood over here. We'll put a little bit of industrial over here, but our neighborhood is going to start here, and the reason is because I think we should buy backwards on this map. We should buy this tile and then this tile, and then that way we can connect to the rail line as quickly as possible, which is up here on the third tile. That gives us instant access to rail capabilities, and we can go ahead and build this entire little island over here on the left. Build this out as a small residential area, and should we keep this river, we can build this entire mainland area, if you will. High density and IT zones all on this main island over here, and then this will be a small low density residential island. I think that will look kind of cool, having this circled into the high density and tall buildings. So let's go ahead and get started with a little help of movie magic, and we'll be right back. And as you can see, we have started our grid. This will be our residential area over here. And so for some of you veterans, you'll know that whenever you're starting your game, you'll only have one road option. For those of you who don't know, just place down a little bit of a road for 8 meters and delete it. That's all you got to do, and then that will unlock all of the gravel road options and several other options as well. But you have to put down that little bit of road first. And we've bumped it up all the way to the edge of the map because I plan on expanding, as mentioned, this way. I am thinking, not positive if we want to use this farmland because it is our largest farmland on the maps, but we'll figure that out later. This will be our industrial area. Now we just need to add our utilities. For our water, we're going to add a water pump. And there we have our water pump. Now we just need to feed some lines, and we will be right back. And this is our water grid. This is our pipes laid into our industrial area and our residential area. All the pipes laid under streets as they should be done. We've also installed our electric lines. These lines come over to this residential area, and they also come to our industrial area, connected by 2 wind turbines. These wind turbines will supply us plenty of power. You have a couple options whenever you're sourcing your electric. You have a coal plant and an advanced coal plant. But I went ahead and went with the turbines. They do produce some noise, but they're far away enough from everyone, and there's a good little set of good wind over here. So let's hit play. We need to zone off a few things, and let's start this episode. So we've zoned off our residential, industrial, and commercial. And the commercial I'm a little bit worried about because it fills up a little bit later. So let's go ahead and remove all of this so that we can incentivize the commercial that does come in to open up in the spot that we want it to. And I should have just used the fill tool because that was a lot harder. All right, there we are. So that'll be our commercial area, this will be our residential area, and this will be our industrial area. We're just going to start right there so that we can connect the power. Let's go ahead and hit play, bump it up to 3 times speed, and we will be back when there's something to talk about. And real quick, there is something to talk about I forgot to do. Plumbing. We need a water treatment plant. Can we still afford the advance? Yes, we can. We need to add this down. And there is our advanced water treatment plant, and then we can go ahead and connect that to our water grid. I just thought about that as the game was going, and luckily we had enough money to still do so. Now we will need to run a power line over to that plant because it won't connect with the electric quick enough. So there we are. Water's going, everyone should be fine. The electric still has not connected over here. We are still waiting for the commercial demand to peak enough to connect this electric, but I think this will do it. I think we're okay. We just need someone to build a commercial building over there. We are running out of money, as you can see. We are losing $1,000 per week. However, we have $3 grand left in the bank, and we can run on a bankrupt city for a little while. We just need a commercial building to build here. This is what I was worried about. I wasn't positive if I wanted to do it this way, but since we are, let's go ahead and do that and zone off those two, and there we go. Now everyone has power, everyone has sewage. We've got a few jobs opening up over here, that's fantastic. So let's go ahead and zone off some more of this industry area. There we go. Zone off some more of this industry area and let them build wherever they want over there. We need probably some more commercial, and I think we're gonna go ahead and fill this in, but not quite like that. Let's do the select tool and keep this away from our residents. Let's do something like this. And something like that. A 3x3 and 2 4x4s. We can split those? No. 2 4x4s and a 3x3. That should suffice the commercial a little bit, and this industry should go demand should go down very quickly. And looking at our fair city, you can see we are still losing money. Not as much, but we are still losing some. There's a little bit of demand for residential and a little bit for industrial. Nothing to worry about. We will right the ship here very soon. We are at 200 population, which is fantastic news. Our first milestone is 480. We may be able to reach that very quickly in today's episode. Let's go off camera for a little bit longer. We have reached our next milestone. Little hamlet, 480 population, taxes, loans, garbage, healthcare. Let's get the hell out of this industrial area so we can hear. Let's go to our regular view. Milestone. Garbage, healthcare, education and campus areas, landfill site, elementary school, medical clinic, recycling center. We will get into all of that in the next episode. Let's go ahead and hit pause. We did add a little bit of zoning over here. We added this entire strip for our residential and these strips for our industrial, but that brought us up to 490 population, and we have a good little city going here. Thank you very much for joining the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time.